There, I met so many people that I dreamed of meeting, and actors and actresses, and took pictures with people, and it was a fun night. It was a great night. I got a chance to just be a fan.
Snoop Dogg is an American rapper. He's also an actor, musician, TV producer, film score composer, singer-songwriter, voice actor, and record producer. His fame dates to 1992 when he featured on Dr. Dre's debut solo single, Deep Cover, and then on Dre's debut solo album, The Chronic. He's since sold over 23 million albums in the United States and 35 million albums worldwide. He was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for recording at 6840 Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, California on November 19, 2018. He won 2 Adult Video News Awards for Best Music Soundtrack and Top-Selling Tape for the X-rated film Doggy Style in 2001.
You know what I'm saying? So it was people that I seen, and I seen them in movies before, and I was able to actually tell them how much I appreciate their art and how great of actors and actresses they were.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Calvin Cortazar Broadus Jr., but is also known as Snoop Dogg, Snoopy, Calvin, Snoop Lion, Snoop Zella, Nemo Hose, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and DJ Snoopadelic. He was born October 20th, 1971 in Long Beach, California, making him age 50 at the time of this production. He stands at 1.93 meters or 6 feet 3 inches tall. He's an avid sports fan and is a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers, USC Trojans, and Los Angeles Dodgers. Snoop's also a fan of ice hockey, and he's also a certified football coach. His favorite music includes Metallica, K-pop, and thrash metal. His mom and stepfather nicknamed him Snoopy due to how much he loved the cartoon character from Peanuts. Snoop has been a cannabis smoker since the start of his career and has made it a trademark of his image. In a 2006 interview, Snoop claimed that he was a professional pimp in 2003 and 2004, saying, "That shit was my natural calling, and once I got involved with it, it became fun. It was like shooting layups for me. I was making them every time." He went on to say that on the advice of some of the pimps he knew, he eventually gave up pimping to spend more time with his family. He partners with city officials and annually gives away turkeys to the less fortunate in Inglewood, California at Thanksgiving. He gave away 3,000 turkeys in 2016. He voted for the first time in 2020 at age 49. He was good friends with slain rapper Tupac Shakur both before and while the two were label mates. R&B singer Ray J and Brandy and Sasha Banks, a professional wrestler, are first cousins of this rapper. On June 12, 1997, Snoop married his high school sweetheart, Shantae Taylor. In May 2004, they filed for divorce. They reunited and renewed their wedding vows in January 2008. They have 3 children together, sons Corday and Cordell, and daughter Corey. Snoop also has a son, Julian Corey Broadus, from a relationship with Lori Holman. Snoop became a grandfather in 2015 when Corday had a son with his girlfriend, Jessica Kaiser.
I had some music playing that was so right for him, but we just couldn't get to it. And it was like, that was next on the plate was, okay, now I got to go do a record with James Brown. That's the ultimate feat.
Snoop was born to Beverly Broadus and Vernal Varnardo. His parents, Vernal and Beverly, split 3 months after Snoop was born. His father was largely absent from his life. His mother remarried when he was very young. Snoop began singing and playing piano at the Golgotha Trinity Baptist Church. In 6th grade, he began rapping. As a child, Calvin sold candy, delivered newspapers, and bagged groceries to help his family make ends meet. Despite his mother's best efforts to keep him singing in the choir and playing football rather than gang-banging and running the streets, he began the latter activity in his teenage years. He was a member of the Rollin' 20s Crips gang from the east side area of Long Beach. Snoop and his cousins, Nate Dogg and Lil Half Dead, and friend Warren G recorded homemade tapes. They called themselves 213 after the area code of Long Beach at that time. Hold On, one of Snoop's early solo freestyle songs, was on a mixtape that wound up in Dr. Dre's hands. He was so impressed that he invited Snoop to audition and introduced him to NWA affiliate, the DOC, who taught him how to structure his lyrics and build verses, hooks, and choruses. Snoop's debut album, Doggy Style, was produced by Dr. Dre and released in 1993 by Death Row Records. Snoop's next album, Dog Father, was released in 1996. For his next 3 albums, Snoop left Death Row and signed with No Limit Records. He released 1998's The Game Is to Be Sold, Not to Be Told, 1999's No Limit Top Dog, and 2000's The Last Meal. After that, he signed with Priority Capital EMI Records in 2002 and released Paid the Cost to Be the Boss. He signed with Geffen Records in 2004 and released R&G, Rhythm and Gangsta, The Masterpiece, That Blue Carpet Treatment, Ego Trippin', Malice in Wonderland, and Dogumentary. He also coaches a youth football league and high school football team. He released his 17th solo album, I Want to Thank Me, in 2019. In addition to that, Snoop has directed several adult films under pseudonyms, Michael J. Corleone and Snoop Scorsese, and has appeared on television and in films both as himself and in fictional roles. Snoop Dogg has hosted a number of television shows, including Doggy Fizzle Televizzle, Snoop Dogg's Fatherhood, Dog After Dark, WrestleMania, and Snoop and Martha's Potluck Dinner Party. On February 10th, 2022, Snoop Dogg announced that he's officially in charge of Death Row Records.
Snoopy, no matter whatever you do, don't you ever cut your hair, because your hair is your strength.
Snoop Dogg is one of the wealthiest and most successful rappers to come out of the 1990s rap scene and one of the few still recording today. From 2010 to 2015, Snoop earned approximately $67.5 million. Snoop also has a number of commercial endorsements, including Boost Mobile, Chrysler 200, Orbit Gum, and St. Ides. He also lends his name to a malt liquor of his own, Snoop Dogg's Footlong Hot Dogs, the Snoop Dogg Board Company, and a number of clothing lines. Snoop is also an active investor and entrepreneur who was appointed creative chairman of Priority Records back in 2009. Snoop Dogg has a net worth of $150 million. In 2007, Snoop Dogg sold his 8-bedroom, 6,527 square foot Mediterranean-style home in Claremont, California for $1.83 million. Snoop bought the house in 1994 for $660,000, but moved out of it in 2000. He also owns a house in Diamond Bar, California, which he purchased for $720,000. The house takes up 2.8 acres of land and has 4 bedrooms and 4 baths, as well as a pool and spa area and a basketball court. The estate is said to be full of panoramic views at every angle. Sources note that Snoop additionally purchased a 2-story home on the same street as his mansion, a complex he affectionately calls The Church. The rapper has converted all 3 bedrooms into recording and conference rooms. The house primarily functions as Snoop's new man cave, where he escapes from family life to make music and shoot hoops on the basketball court. Snoop Dogg owns the following cars: a 1974 Cadillac Lowrider, a Polaris Slingshot, a Ferrari 458 Italia, a 1966 Pontiac Lakers Parisienne, a Rolls-Royce Ghost, a 1967 Pontiac Parisienne convertible, a Tesla Model X, a Chrysler 300C, an SRT8 Dodge Challenger, a 2011 Ford Mustang GT, a Cadillac Escalade, a Rowland Heights school bus, a 1968 Buick Riviera, a 1968 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, a 1976 Cadillac DeVille,